How's it going, YouTube? DM Tombstone Belts back here again with a brand new video, and today, sorry, I'm a little sick today, so it's going to be hard if you're going to hear me coughing a lot or us hacking up little things. I apologize, but I'm going to show you basically my brand new belt that I just made, which was due to the how-to series. I did mention that I was going to review it after I'm done making it, after helping you guys show you how you make your own custom belts. Some of you, like Thomas Morgan, wanted to know more about how to make certain belts, like the hardcore belt. And there's other people that came in too, like WHC Randy Orton. Thanks for leaving your comment, man. Thank you for subscribing. And as well, you wanted to talk about if I'm selling belts. Well, guys, I'm going to leave you with a special update at the end of this video. So basically, this is just a belt review of my brand new homemade belt, and as well, giving you special news later at the end of this video. Well, anyway, guys, today we're going to review basically my homemade WWF European title that I just made from the how-to videos. So let's get to it. Oops. As you can see, these are all my belts that I made, and well, wait, why am I talking about these? Here it is, guys. Out of all these belts I made, it's funny. The fact that this belt was told me that was a challenge to make because of one guy, Big C6. Thanks, man, for the suggestion, and I'd like to thank you, man, because I never thought I would do this, but this one's for you. I made this belt out of your suggestion. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you guys could have a good lighting in this room. Let me try to see if I get better lighting. Yeah, all the belts are on my bed right now. You can see here my traditional stamp. I also meant, like I said in my how-to videos, this is basically how all the belts are made. My stamp, the Anime Championship belts. The first side plate. It actually is a 3D pop-out. Most of the replica belts, I think they're flatter than these. But I made mine a little bit more pop out. Mostly if they're thin belts, I will usually not make them. Like big gold's a little bit too much of a hassle to do, because I don't have cardboard that's thin enough to do that. Here's the secondary side plate with the wrestler. You can see it a little bit. Wwf Logos. Yeah, as you can see, Wwf Logos. Mostly I go with the white scratch logo. I mean, you could, if you're ever going to make this belt, like I mentioned in my how-to series, you could go with the regular gold version, but then again, you got to worry about the white lettering here. I mean, some gold paint can stick out from the gold metallic duct tape, and also you could do the block logo as well. It's all basically the same, and you can see all the flags. I don't know most of the I'm not going to tell you all the countries' flags because I don't know a lot of them. I do know, I think this one is Germany. Of course, I know like Italy, and I think this one is Switzerland, or it's this one. They both look the same. Here's Great Britain. I think this one is France. Ooh, I don't know anyone else's. I know that one probably Italy. Or is that one Italy? Well, guys, if you're from another country, I apologize. It's just that I don't know much of your country's flags. Only flag I know is this one. The U.S. flag. And you see European champion. I might have screwed up a little bit there, but hey, I was following it, trying to follow as best as I can from a toy belt. And you can see the globe. The other side plate of Rapplers. The secondary side plate. And here's the property plate. Most of my belts, you can see from my past 3 belts, I do have a property plate on them. Like the United States belt right here. A circular silvery side plate with the WB logo. This one, a burnt up block logo for the hardcore belt. And now a rectangular WWF property plate logo. It's fine. I got all the property plates from all certain type of logos, from the Iron Day Black logo to the Scratch logo to the WWE Scratch logo. But now there's no property plates for the network logo belt. Also, people could have told me, why don't you just hit... Also, you could probably, for just for shits and giggles, you could make it a WWE belt where it says entertainment, like a replica belt, where it could be the WWE Scratch logo or the network Scratch, network, like the network logo. But anyway, let's flip it over. As you can see, black backing. I was thinking about doing it like the real belts, usually were made by a red backing, or as it was for the replica belts, had a green backing to it. But I thought we'd just stick with the regular black, because still, I mean, it's not point in making my belt stick out. It's just that I'd rather do it, just stick to original feel. And of course, if you feel these, remember I told you about the bolts? Yep, they're in there. And of course, you can see the flexibility is on point. I mean, look at that. Well, guys, this is the point I'm going to pause the video and show you the belt around my waist and on the shoulder. So, see you in a few seconds. Hope you guys can see me as much as you can. And here's the belt around my waist. I mean, when it first came out, I don't know what year, maybe somewhere in the early 90s or late 80s. It was held by like British Bulldog, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Mark Henry, D'Lo Brown. I think mostly one of the Hardy Boys, I think, Jeff Hardy. I think Matt Hardy held this as well, but a lot of them more like William Regal. But it was an okay belt. I think Christian won it, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. But hey, this is a good belt. And as well, this is a belt, I'm saying that like this is, for the fact this is my 4th belt being made, this is the 2nd belt I made that has the WWF logo on it. So basically, this is the 2nd Attitude Era belt I have. And here it is around the waist. And like I say in all my videos, when I put it around my waist, I'm not a heavyweight, I'm under 200 pounds, so this will fit up to a 46-inch waist. Usually, I think it'll be 46-inch waist because I usually measure it from the replica belts. If it's less than that, well, oh well. But yeah, the European title, guys. Big C6, I hope you enjoyed this video because this is what you've been asking for. You asked, you shall receive. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, wait, I almost forgot to mention the big update, guys. Well, allow me to sit in my chair and come over here. Well, guys, most of you have been wondering about, especially when I was talking about WHC Randy Orton. You want to know if I'm selling belts. Well, guys, there's one big problem about that. You see, WHC Randy Orton, like every other person that made belts on YouTube, like like all you see, especially a big one like Paul Martin, who makes his belts out of wood in his previous videos, you can't sell belts with logos on them unless the logos are customly made for the buyer. If it's WWF, WCW, TNA, any of those logos are on the belt, you can't sell them because of copyright problems and all that shit. I mean, I could leave them blank. You could do it on my home. It's pretty easy. I showed you how you do it on my how-to series, but it's simple as that. I can't sell belts with logos on them unless they're either custom belts with your own custom logos, or if it's a WWE related belt or WWF related belt, I gotta take the logos off. and maybe have to do them with a custom logo. Sorry guys, like I told you, I'm sick. So, keep you in mind, if you're still into wanting a belt from me, just be warned the fact that it's not going to be like, there's going to be a few minor changes in these belts that I do. Just remember, because with the logos, I can't sell them. But if you want to make the logos in yourself, I showed you how you could do it. Just something like you could do it at home, put your logos on, and you're good to go. It'll be your belt because you're the one that put the logos on them. And I won't have to have problems with other people. Or other people's like, hey, why don't you just do it, sell them belts with the logos on it, and no one has to know about a thing. Well, sooner or later someone's going to open the door on this shit. Well, so guys, there you go. And if you want to know about if you want any certain belts made from me, like these type of style belts, I'm going to tell you right now, you can hit me up on my Facebook. Yes, guys, I got a Facebook page. Just look me up on Daniel. Just look up Daniel Mead. You can easily tell. I'll tell you more about it later I'll probably leave it in the description below how you can find me on my Facebook page. Find my Facebook page. Either way, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Well, guys, here you go. Anything so far for my collection wise? This probably maybe my last belt I'm gonna make for myself for a little while. But for you guys, if you guys want a belt, I'll be happy to sell them. I'll probably even mention prices if I ever think about starting to make these belts and start selling them. Okay? And also, if it's a custom belt, you have to tell me what type of strap you want, what the place will look like, anything. I would say you can message me up, send me photos of what you want, of the design of a belt you want. Like you could draw on a piece of paper if it's custom, or if it's WWE related belts, just tell me what the belt is. But then I gotta tell you, I can't use logos. So you gotta think of something around that. Alright? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave comments below. I say again, big shout out for Big C6 for giving me the idea for making the European belt. Also, a lot of others like Thomas Morgan. Oh, I almost forgot about Thomas Morgan. Well, Thomas Morgan, like you were saying about the hardcore belt, simple fact, you just gotta, like I told you about this, you're probably wondering about, if you've seen mostly my hardcore belt review, like you see these, like the paint there, it's just simple puff paint you could get on your fabric. It's that like rubbery paint material. When it dries, it's like a plastic look. And you just smear the shit on the places where the paints go. Then you just get duct tape and just duct tape the shit out of it. And just follow photos you see on Google. So in fact, just make a stencil of a winged eagle belt and start cutting them out. They look like the hardcore belt. I mean, Thomas, I know I would do you wanted me to do a how-to of making a hardcore belt, but basically that's the thing. I've made hardcore belts before. I made one for my, like I mentioned in my hardcore belt video after that one, I made 2 of these, and one went to my friend, who's now in Ohio, which you've seen before in my other videos. And this hardcore belt I made for me, there's a thing, when I'm making hardcore belts, I know it's pretty easy to do, but sometimes you can't just, it's hard to do when you don't have the materials, like the puff paint. I mean, you can get the duct tape and all that, but it's just the puff paint's really hard to do, especially the fact you gotta smear that shit on there. You gotta do the right colors, and if it don't match right, you gotta like try to find a way to get it off. It's like a one-hit deal. Once you do it, there's no going back. But if you like to do the idea of a hardcore belt, I'll tell you more about it later, probably if you message me up on Facebook. Well, guys, this is running too long. I forgot to end this video, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave your comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is DM Tombstone Belt. See you in the next video.